Tonight, as spikes in coronavirus are expanding around the country and numbers are starting to rise here in California, a Valley health official with the Desert Healthcare District is warning that new restrictions may soon be necessary to prevent further shutdowns. News Channel 3's Jake Ingracia is live in Palm Desert with the latest tonight on what's being called a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Jake.
Karen, good evening to you, and we're seeing it around the country and right here at home right now. Of those hospitalized or even dying from new COVID-19 cases, the vast majority of them are unvaccinated, and now local health officials are saying that more needs to be done or another surge could be right around the corner.
This clearly is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, but it doesn't only affect the unvaccinated.
Retired physician Les Zendel says the recent rise in COVID-19 transmission is caused by the perfect storm of unvaccinated people mixed with places opening back up again. Throw in the more contagious, highly easily spread Delta variant, and even those who are vaccinated are left at risk.
They're not getting very sick and they're mostly recovering very well, but it is a concern.
Zendel, who sits on the Desert Healthcare District Board, says more needs to be done to get unvaccinated people to take a shot.
Some of them are misinformed about the seriousness of COVID, even though over 600,000 Americans have died and our economy ground to a halt.
He says the Coachella Valley has the highest vaccination rate in Riverside County and says businesses and large indoor venues should start requiring proof of vaccination. He says masks must be enforced for those who haven't yet gotten a shot. The McCallum Theater in Palm Desert announced it would require all audiences to be fully vaccinated and give refunds to those who can't comply.
It's not only to protect people, it's really to protect the economy. We know what happened twice now when we didn't really take things seriously.
He also says healthcare workers should be required to be vaccinated, a step Desert Oasis Healthcare told News Channel 3 last week it would be taking.
The healthcare workers were at the brunt of COVID-19. They're the ones that saw the devastation. You would think that they are the ones that would want to see everybody vaccinated.
Zendel says given the rise in cases and hospitalizations, we're heading into another crisis, urging that steps be taken now before it's too late.
My worry is that a few weeks from now, the ERs and the hospitals and the ICUs are going to be crowded again.
Teetering on yet another surge, he says get vaccinated now to prevent another shutdown. And LA County right now is already facing that new surge in cases and hospitalizations. They are now requiring people there to wear masks indoors regardless of vaccination status. But last week here in Riverside County, public health officials told us that no new mask policy would be put into place, at least for now. We're live tonight. Jake Ingracia, News Channel 3, Palm Desert.
Thank you, Jake.